Remember, in mathematical literacy, we are only working with 4 units. We are working with kilometers, we are working with meters, we are working with centimeters, we are also working with millimeters. In mathematical literacy, these are the 4 units that we are working with. Now, to convert 1 kilometer, if we are converting to meters, is actually equals to 1,000, the number of 0. 1 kilometers is equals to 1,000 meters. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. And then 1 centimeter is equals to 10 meters. Usually, when I convert, for me to remember, this is what I do. If I'm converting from kilometers now to meters, it means whatever I'm doing, number I'm having, I'm going to multiply it by 1,000. If, let's say, I'm converting from meters now to centimeters, the number that I'm having, I'm going to multiply it by 100. Converting from centimeters now to millimeters, the number that I'm going to have, I'm going to multiply it by 10. Let's say you are converting from kilometers to centimeters. You are converting from kilometers to centimeters. The only thing that you have to do is to count the number of 0 from here to there. It means we are going to multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means when I convert from kilometer to centimeter, I'm going to multiply by, what number is this? 100,000. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe I'm converting from kilometers to millimeters. Again, I'm counting the number of zeros. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this number? It's a million. Which means when you convert from kilometers to millimeters, you have to multiply by 1,000,000. I hope you find this method very easy. Now, if maybe I'm converting from millimeters to meters, I'm converting from centimeters to kilometers. Grade 12's very easy. When you change the direction, when I change the direction, it means now from millimeters to centimeters, I'm dividing by 10. From centimeters to meters, I'm dividing by 1,000, by 100, by 100. From meters to kilometers, I'm dividing by 1,000. Let's say I'm now converting from centimeter to kilometers. Remember, we have changed the direction now. We are moving from this direction to this one. We divide. Very important for you to know that you divide. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means when you convert from centimeters to kilometers, you are going to divide by 100,000. I hope you find that method easy to use, grade 12s. Now, moving back to the question, remember the answer that we got now is 150 centimeters. We have to convert 150 centimeters to meters. We have to convert centimeters, 150 centimeters to meters. What is the direction? We are taking this direction. So what are we going to do? We are going to divide. We are going to divide by what number? We are converting from centimeters to meters. It means we are going to divide by 100. Let us go back. The number that we have is 150, 1, 2, 3 centimeters. We are converting to meters, so I've said we are going to divide. We divide by 100. We don't need a calculator. 0 will cancel this one. This 0 will cancel this one. Now you are having 1,500 meters. So the answer that we are going to have there is 1,500 meters. So let us say, for argument's sake, the question was saying you convert to kilometers. Remember, we are having 150,000 centimeters. Let us say now we were converting from centimeters to kilometers. From centimeters to kilometers. Centimeter to kilometer, we divide. Look at the direction, we divide. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to divide by 100,000. So let us go back there. We divide by 100,000. I don't think you need a calculator to do that. This zero will cancel, this one will cancel, this one will cancel, and this one will cancel. So you'll be left with 15 divided by a 10. You can use your calculator for that one if you want. So it's 15 divided by a 10. You press the SD button there. So the answer is 1,5 kilometers. Grade 12s, I hope you find this method easy to use. Thank you. So remember the answer there for us, because they said we have to convert to meters. We have the answer as 1,500 meters. So that is the answer that we got. Now, remember Dr. Renette did with us basic calculations. And I've said to you, it's very, very important for you to master your basic calculations, because we are going to use them throughout the question paper. So this might be the question that you may get after using your map. The question is saying there are 15 fans traveling from Rouville to Bloemfontein. So if each ticket cost 40 rand, calculate the total amount that 15 fans will pay to watch the game. What are you going to do to get the answer? I hope you now master your basic calculations. There are 15 fans, each paying 40 rand. So it's 15 multiplied by 40. So the answer there is 600. If maybe we may check it, 15 multiplied by 40, your answer is 600. The next question again, which may be from basic calculations. Everyone paid 80 rand to travel from Rouville to Bloemfontein. Write down the amount paid for the transport and the amount paid for the tickets as a ratio. Very important, basic calculations. So your answer must be in a simplified form. And learners, be very careful about the order in which you write your ratio. The question will always lead you. Like in this case, they say, write down the amount paid for the transport and the amount paid for the tickets, which means you're going to start with the amount, the transport amount, and then this side you're going to transport is to, this side you'll be writing the amount for the tickets. So it is very important to look at the order in which you write your ratio. Now remember, we only have now the total amount that they are going to pay for the tickets, which is 600. We still have to calculate now for the transport. Each pay 80 rand for the transport. How many are they? We have 15 of them. Let us calculate the answer that we are going to get. It's 80 multiplied by 15. So the answer is 1,200. 1,200. So remember there, we had 600 for amount of tickets. Now we have 1,200. So it will be 1,200 is to 600. But they said the answer must be in a simplified form. So in this case, I think both numbers are divisible by 600. So 600 goes how many times into 1,200? It goes 2 times. And then into 600, it goes how many times? It goes once. So the ratio in this case is 2:1. So very important to master your basic skills calculations.